Hey everybody, I hope you were just as sick as that peppy blue background as I was, because I am back in my dorm and ready to just get back going. I'm so bad at this. So I've noticed my two friends, Emily and Courtney, who are really great, uh, have been opening their intros with little bits of Macklemore, and they've thrown some Skrillex in there too. So I see your Macklemore and raise you one Childish Gambino. And if you guys want to check out their vlogs, which I highly recommend, they're fantastic people and just two of the biggest sweethearts I've ever met. You can go here and here. I hope I can figure out how to do annotations so that I'm not just pointing into the air. Otherwise, go down into the description. I'm going to look dumb one way or the other, but that's what we're here for. So coming back into the dorm, that means a few things for me, that I'm getting back on the daily grind, So that means a few things. Like putting away clothes. Making my bed. Adding some mood lighting. Putting away more clothes. And cleaning up my desk. But yeah, so this is where you'll be seeing me from now on. I might move around the dorm some and just see where life takes me. That's the biggest journey, is walking around my dorm to do video blogs, because that's my life. If I sound a little hoarse, that's because Thursday night I did what I would think is a killer rap show. What other people would think is just some deluded 19-year-old jumping around like a little kid and pretending that he has friends. But no, I thought it went well. My friend Nathan and I were in a band called No Pun Intended. I've already linked in my other videos, and I don't want to do it again because that's douchey. But no, it went really well, and we opened for our friends the Holy Smokes, who are also an all-white duo of rap. And I thought it was one of the best shows we've ever played, if not the best. So I was really pumped about it. I just had a good time, but every time I rap, my only asset as a scrawny little white rapper is my ability to scream everything, and so I've been with the frogs in my throat. Ribbit. That taught me a few things, getting up there. I watched, Nathan is a huge fan of U2, so he gave me this DVD of a U2 concert. It's like, hey, you should watch this for stage presence purposes, because I have the worst stage presence of all time. If you took a 3-year-old and got him to go up there and just talk and babble into the mic, that's me, except for it's not adorable because I'm 19 and he would be 3, and people would be like, oh, I want to give him a little dum-dum, and kids, when they see me, are like, oh, what is he doing? He looks like freaking Jimmy Carter. So I watched this DVD really late at night, and by the time I'm done, I go to the bathroom, and I have convinced myself now that I'm going to be playing in Chicago the next day, and I start flipping out. I have this whack attack. I'm like, I can't do this. I'm not Bono. I'm not ready for this. Then I realize, no, I'm just in my bathroom. I gotta wee and go to bed so that I can play down the street tomorrow. There's a very fine line of being able to command a crowd and where you have to be in your life to be able to do that. And if this is where it is, I'm over. I realize you can't see my hand anymore, but it's pretty far away. So I get up there, and everything's going great. I've memorized everything like I never do. And so I'm already feeling great. I'm already on top of the world because I already know the words that I wrote in the first place. So, which is better than usual. But we get up there, and right whenever we're ready to go, Nathan's cello, which he's a musical prodigy, and you should look into him because he's fantastic. But his cello that he does all the effects on, it's not doing the effects. So like we've got this really hardcore song that in regards to me, we got this really hardcore song that we're trying to work on and start up the show with and get really high energy, and it's not working. So we throw on freaking like U2 again to fill the time while he's sitting there like fiddling with his cello and trying to figure everything out. I'm just sitting here, I'm like, I think maybe I should start telling some knock knock jokes. I raise the mic to start doing that, and I see Mackenzie out in the crowd. She just, don't do it. I'm like, oh, okay. So I just put it back and I just go sit down for a while until Nathan says, oh, got it. And now we're back on, and we go, and the rest of the show goes great. We put out a new EP also. I don't want to put any more links, but you should find it. Also, after the show, I was trying to sell like our merch because we have t-shirts that I don't know why we even bought them. No one likes us. But we were trying to sell shirts and like our CDs and everything, and we ended up giving away our EPs for free that we had released that night. And but I found this guy who was just like walking around, and it turned out no one was less interested in what we had to give them than the people who had just gone to see us live. And so, but I found this guy, and I saw that he was holding the CDs from the Holy Smokes. I was like, psh, then you're getting ours too, son. So I just come up to him, I go, hey, I have stuff to give you. And he goes, oh, okay. So he follows me over to our box of stuff. I'm like, hey, this is my mixtape. This is our new EP. Have at it. He's like, how much? I'm like, oh, well, it's just for free. I just want to give it away. He's like, how much? I was like, oh, well, the mixtape was going to be free anyway, but I was going to do like, I don't know, $1 for the EP. He was like, here's $2, $1 each. I'm like, thank you. Did you just trick yourself into paying me for this stuff I was gonna give you for free? I mean, I'm cool with that, but all right. It all worked out though, because it turned out to be just enough to tip our waitress at IHOP my portion. So good person award. Good, but I realized that I am the biggest rock star I know. So hopefully now that I'm back in the dorm, I can start doing these maybe a little more regularly. I've got a note of things I want to make I want to make vlogs after. So I realize some of the people have pointed out to me that I keep cutting myself off. I know that I'm working on it. It's just that Windows Live Movie Maker. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I look forward to doing this more in the future.